Hey, 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 how's it going? Sirena, the Concrete Rose here. Um, this is Oracle of Fairies by Karen K. That I'm playing around with. Got celebration on the bottom. What does that say? Get ready to let your hair down? Anyway, go outside. It's cold. I don't want to go outside. What is she holding? There's not enough light in here for me to see it. Anyway, so I've been 101. The Fox. It's 14:04 right now, the time, which is 2:04. Everything you ask for with pure intention. Wish upon a star. Remember dandelions blowing up? People hate it because all the little things are seeds, right? 133. So, all right. I just saw white. The dog's behind me. Anyway, how's everyone's Saturday going? So 151. So 155. So what I was hearing was there's, for me to talk about as if it's the first time you're ever hearing of spiritual gifts. Maybe you've heard of it, but you're really not familiar. God's been putting on my heart that there's people that, I saw this card earlier, it's so funny, it came out, look in a book. I've heard some of you need to write a book. Have you ever done that? Just opened up a book and on a page, had your finger on there, your eyes closed, write it, and there's your insert. I went to grab Life Energy, but another one came up with it. Right when I looked at this card, when I put it up, I saw Life Energy. There's one behind it. New beginnings. Oh, you wanted to read the Life Energy one. I apologize. And new beginnings. I went to pick these up. Temptation. I see the snake. That's funny. I read that. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit? Yeah, I got coffee, cigarettes, magical blessings and new beginnings. But maybe you're first time you heard of spiritual gifts, or maybe you're just coming onto your spiritual gifts, or if you're anything like I was, and I'm really not sure too much on any of this empath stuff and shit like that. Ding. So I just kept thinking, well, everybody already knows about this. Why you want me to keep speaking as if everyone's hearing it for the first time? Because there are people for the first time. I got to think, I'm hearing outside the box. You're transforming. Transformation. See the butterflies? Remember, I've been shooting videos about, you're about to be a beautiful butterfly. You're in your cocoon phase. Why am I doing this way? Because I'm not a card reader. I like to play with cards. I have to be doing something with my hands, or I'll fidget with my mouth, or there's just so many different things I'll do. So let me fidget this way. And 544, and I keep hearing things, that's why I keep stopping. So blessings are on the other side of that door. And these, there's that go outside again. Go outside and ground. Get in touch with nature. Oh, wait for winter. So as I was reading that, I was being brought back to I was being brought back to the cocoon phase and being in winter. During this phase, or during this time, it's like receiving the downloads. It's like the hibernation. It's like the downtime, the hibernation, right? The cocoon phase. That's all I keep getting for that. There really isn't anything more than that. But when spring arises, right, when everything comes back into bloom, you'll begin to see your seeds start to sprout. Right now, they're just coming up to the surface. It's still dark. You can see a bit of light, just a bit. It's okay, because it's getting ready to break through, break open. You're about ready to have a breakthrough. During these times of integration, I'm hearing during these times of integration, lost and found, what was lost will be found is now found, I heard. So you're just learning about all this stuff. All right, I'm going to go back to one thing. The cards. Why I do it this way? Because I could sit and tell you all the things that I get. I tell you bits and pieces, but I can sit and tell you all those things that I get. But there's something I keep getting, there's something lost in the translation. It's better if each and every single one of you, if I just hold up a card, use your own intuition. You're going to get what you need out of that without me speaking. You can do it anyway, but hearing things, it's like subliminal, right? Planting seeds. That's why we have to be careful what we listen to, what we watch, what we listen to, who we're listening to. Videos on YouTube. If there's background music, you got to be careful of what the background noise is, because it could be subliminal, albeit good or bad. How does your human feel and react to things you're listening to? Your human is an indicator of what is up with your body. Your human will help tell you what's up. Like, I've listened to things, and it's supposed to be for healing or whatever, right? I can't remember what it was. Some kind of binaural beat or some kind of meditation or something. Maybe it wasn't even a meditation, but it was just whatever I was listening to on YouTube. I noticed I heard something different in the background of it, right? Something a little different. And I started feeling like this agitated feeling. So I turned it off. And I ended up getting a download then about being careful and mindful of what you listen to and da-da-da-da-da. So the reason why I do the cards this way, 1044, is because I don't want to be a card reader. People keep saying about that, oh, I can, and I don't have anything to prove. I'm not worried about that. I don't read cards. I get messages. Remember being a kid, 11:11. Remember being a child. So, there's some of you who do want to be card readers. All right, let's just get into channeling then. There's some of you that do want to be card readers, and you watch them and you do this and you think you have to go through all these courses and all these things. If that's what you're drawn to, 1133, then you have a natural ability or gift, if you will, for that, a talent. We'll call it a gift. 1144. Do it how you want to. Do it your way. It's trusting. Thank you, God. Thank you. So, they're telling me this is kind of a thing when I do this and you start getting your own downloads and things, because this means something to you. That's helping show you to trust in your instincts, your intuitive hits, your intuitive nudges, your intuitive hits that you get. To trust that. Especially if it doesn't make any fucking sense at all to you, at all. Trust that even more, I heard. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not meant to make sense to you. It's not your message. Remember, it's for someone else. So how are you going to know if you don't know anything about them? Go outside. Go outside, Sirena. What do you think they're trying to say? Go outside. Let the dog out. Who let the dog out? Fairy spotting. You can go outside and fairy spot. Anyway, so for those of you, I'm going to have to shoot another video about children. Okay, I'm going to mention about children. Nope, I'm going to make it a different one because it has to be in the title of it. Anyway, pay attention to your children. Your children don't lie. I mean, what do they say? Watch their behaviors. Have they been acting different? Have you been noticing things around your house? Some of you are can talk to the dead people. Can talk to the dead people. What the hell? I'm getting chills all over. Ooh. Yeah. Anyway, children can see energies, passed over loved ones. They can see entities, spirits, whatever you want to call them. The ones that are no longer in a human. There's some things that were never in a human. Come to find out, I just heard, or I didn't hear it, but I hope what they go outside again. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Anyway, children can see those things too. Pay attention to your children, what they say, what they're doing. Does their behaviors different? Things moving around the house. Why am I speaking about spirits? I don't know. There's some of you that's going to be your thing and you just don't know it yet. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Learn the natural laws. Learn the laws. Don't just dabble in things that you don't know anything about. Don't get Ouija boards. Be careful opening up. I heard portals and Just know what you're doing before you step into crazy things, but embrace your gifts that are coming up, your spiritual abilities, because you've moved up a level. You've moved up a level, so you've great job, right? You've moved up a level. Maybe there's something that you've wanted to do for so long, and you thought this is your thing, and maybe you've already doing it, or you're working hard at it, but for some of you, maybe even only one of you, no, there's at least three, that two for certain, the third one won't see this for a while. Okay, whatever. There's going to be a change in direction. It's kind of going to be the same thing, but it's going to be different than what you thought. And that's okay. Because God's got you. Got food right here. God's got you. And that's great news. That is fabulous. Go with the flow, 1616, and do what your heart calls you to do. Do what makes your heart sing. I'm not an expert on anything except myself and all the things that I've been through, that I'm still growing through. Things I'm still growing through, and all the things that I've gone and grown through in my life. So I'm an expert on that, on me, and what my human has gone through, and what my spiritual experience has been before I got on a healing journey. I didn't realize it was going to be also a spiritual journey, and I'll talk about it because I went from religion into spirituality, into now I'm just a soul with a purpose, and I love my Creator God and human, what the human embodies, the soul, the spirit. And one of my gifts that I have is my gift to see beyond things and see the good in people, which could have been a hindrance. All the things that are my superpowers now, I couldn't stand before, or people always put me down for. And I guess I'm here to do, I don't like the term, but the term they gave me was the layman's way of what I've gone through. Come together. Got divination came out again. Anyway, so there's no one cookie cutter way of doing anything. Shine from within. You just got to be a friend to yourself first. The rest will come along. I'm getting chills all over. And I'm hearing, I know, but I'm so lonely. I want friendship. I've been alone. I've been in solitude. When is it coming? I feel your pain. Trust me. I've been out of the loop of being around people. Not the people I live with, the same people every day. That's one thing, but being out around other people, and it's it was almost like a culture shock to me. Although I know these people, not extremely well. It's a whole thing anyway. But going out and learning how to be around in public again, and that's when I found how I am so doing this when I'm at home, because it's winter and I don't have my vehicle running yet because I fucked that up. I could have put the fucking other bolt in. I was tired. I was tired. There's no excuse. I was tired, cold, whatever. I just was fucking done. And that's what I'm waiting to fix now. I could have done it when I had my subframe down, but no, I didn't. Fuck me. But anyway. Who needs a sabotageur when you're your own self-sabotageur? Anyway. Shine from within. There's a reason for everything. Anyway. So I'll just be doing layman's terms, and there's a video I'm going to have to shoot about children, because children are way more advanced than we are. They just can't speak the words yet, but they need to be guided. You know, the guidance. But children are pure at heart. Their innocence, their purity, right? Like a unicorn. Pure. Not your freaky shit unicorns like you fucking weird people like to do. Again, we have wait for winter. But see, winter's almost over. You've waited all winter. And for some, maybe it will be another winter, but I'm not feeling that so much. And when I speak, I do speak prophetically. I speak in the future tense. Time frames, there's no time. So that I couldn't tell you. But ask for help from your guides, your team, from God. Ask help from God. Turn to God. And then God will assign the people, the angels, the whatever to help you. Thank you, Father. That I just got. Don't be worried. Don't be worried. No need to worry. Everything's going to work out just fine. Time to embrace your gifts. Protect your dreams. And I'm not sure what that says, but what I'm getting about protecting your dreams, there's the dream projects you're working on, the things that are future tense. Maybe there's other things you have to do before you can start that. Keep it to yourself. Especially to those, just keep it to yourself. Because you don't want the seed planted in your mind of doubt. Because what I'm feeling is you struggle with that a little bit. You know this is all going to work out, but there's still that underlying part, that egoic part, that human part that's just a sliver. It's just there a little bit. But rather than look at it, and this is what I'm getting right now, rather than look at it as a negative or a bad thing or whatever, take that little sliver and use that as your motivation. If it's fear, false evidence appearing real, then use the fear as fuel to gas you up, to give you that, I did it. That wasn't so bad. But how exhilarating was it? You know? It's all in how we look at things. It's all in our perception. And our perception's everything. And ours is all unique to us because of what? Because of how we were raised, because of what we were taught, because of where our environment. Our environment. And our environment includes everything in our environment. The people, the surroundings, the grass, the no grass, the dirt, whatever. The house, no house, living in a shelter. I don't want to focus on anything that's negative, but there's going to come a time that a shelter maybe even a cardboard box is going to be like a dream come true. That's sad to think about. We're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on ourselves as far as our healing. But if we just turn inward and focus on love, we'll get there. We'll get there. When we change our focus on things, of course, what we focus on changes, but we'll begin to see things totally differently. You know? Look back at that bad relationship you were in and be like, you know what, had I not, oh God, I just totally screwed these up. Had I not gone through that, then I wouldn't be the person or know this or that I am today. It's reintroducing ourselves, to our real self. Who is Sirena the Concrete Rose? What is her purpose and what is she here for? Who are you? Jose? I don't know why I got Jose, but your life force energy. And we all have the power to heal ourselves. And we can help heal one another. It's love. By doing something kind for another human and doing something kind for yourself. Do you know, when there's love, you automatically do these things. We don't have to try to work so hard to manifest this, that, and the other thing. When you just are and you're following your love and your true bliss, I heard true north, then, I don't know what true north means, then the rest falls into place. You don't have to work so hard at anything. It just is. I love you guys. Have a great day. Peace. Namaste.